welcome. Come on in for a visit. You know, I've been looking for you. I'm just thrilled that you have stopped by to visit. I'm Lou Vickery, and it's a great day to express a wise word, the voice of generational wisdom. Today, I want to share a story with you that happened many years ago. When I was 17 years of age, graduated from high school, I was able to sign a contract, a professional baseball contract with the St. Louis Cardinals. Now, I must tell you, on the condition, I expressed to my mother on the condition that I would get a college education. And I think I shared in the last segment with you, it only took me 10 years to do that, but I was able to do it. But one of the things that I want to share with you today relates to the topic of going first class. I was in the St. Louis Cardinal organization for 4 years, 4.5 seasons. I had a half season out of high school. And then my what to call options were up. I was up and down, up and down. You could do that 3 times, and then you were frozen. So I was frozen on a roster, and so trade was made to the New York Yankees. I went to the Yankees in 1965. Oh man, a mere child, I can promise you. But anyway, I went to the Yankees in spring training that year, and I happened to dress right across from Mickey Mantle. Now, a lot of you young people may not who Mantle was and what he accomplished, but he was one of the greatest baseball players of all time in the Hall of Fame, and one of the all-time great Yankees. And as many of you that follow baseball know, the Yankees have been a great franchise for years. Well, it was, I think, maybe the 3rd or 4th day that we were at practice, and I sat there and I watched Mickey. Now, understand he was toward the tail end of his career. And I sat there and watched him put on his uniform. But before he would do that, he would have to wrap his legs from his ankles all the way up to the top of his thighs. His legs, he had problems with them. But that's what he had to do to continue to play. And I watched him do that every day. But one day, he noticed that my equipment was not new. I didn't have new glove. I didn't have new shoes. I didn't have a warm-up jacket. And he asked me, he says, that I had acquired the name of Lefty. And he says, Lefty, let me ask you a question. He says, you don't have a glove contract or a shoe contract? And I said, no, I do not. And so we went out to practice. And when we came back that afternoon, I had a locker full of new equipment. And I expressed my thanks to him because I knew what had happened. I said, Mickey, I want to thank you for all this. Don't worry about it, kid. You're a Yankee now, and the Yankees go first class. How do you go first class? What does it mean? I think that the big thing about going first class is that you're always thinking in terms of what's my purpose? What do I want to accomplish? Go first class only happens when we have planned expectations. In other words, we plan for it. It begins with a great underlying purpose, a sense of purpose that connects us with our mission and our passion. So what is your purpose? Think of your purpose as being your mission statement. Now, a lot of us have reached a stage, obviously, in life where we have a good feel for our purpose. But there's some of you that are watching this and listening to what I'm saying that really have been unable or maybe have struggled a bit with understanding what your purpose is. Do you want to know something? Our purpose is already within us. We simply have to uncover it. It's there. Now, if you ask yourself the question, what do I like to do? What would I like to be? What would I like to do? What would I like to have? But to be comes first. What do you have to be to be able to go first class. And that's a significant part of your purpose. So if you should ask me, Lou, how do I establish a greater sense of purpose in my life? And I said that one thing that I think is really crucial is that you build your purpose around your strengths. Answer this question. I'm good at. What are you good at? Go back to what I just mentioned a moment ago. What would you like to be? What would you like to do? What would you like to have? Do you realize that what we do is that we reverse that? We have a tendency to say, well, if I have this, I'll be able to do that, and I will be this. No, the be comes first. The purpose of why we exist. Why? Have you established your whys? If I ask you right now to put down 10 whys, why do you want to be this? Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to have this? Build a purpose. One of life's highest purposes is to be a good stewards of our callings, our gifts, and our talents. Purpose is a guidepost. It helps us to achieve personal fulfillment as we travel along life's pathway. So I ask you, have you taken a real serious look at your purpose lately? Are you on the right track? Are you headed where you want to go? Just remember, make sure you do the be first. I want to be this. What do you have to be? Then you can do the things that you want to do and have the things that you want to have. I'm Lou Vickery, author of 24 books. You can catch up with me at awiseword.life/library. And if you'd like to read more about what I've just talked to you about, you can do that in my book, Reach Beyond and Find Your Path to Success, page 114. That's book number 19 in the Vickery Library. So until we meet again, you keep that smile on your face, keep happiness in your heart, and keep optimism on your tongue. We'll visit again soon.